In this video, I want to show you how you can create a product one-pager through guided conversation with AI. The idea here is that you share your thoughts, you capture your idea, you provide this as input to a AI workshop partner who will help you, who will guide you through a conversation. So you end up with a full product one-pager with all the best practices that you would usually see in product management. A product one-pager is probably the best method to share an idea in a very structured way. It contains what are you building, why are you building it, who's your target user, and a few other sections that you would typically find in there. And the goal is that you can get feedback on your idea from your colleagues in product management, from business stakeholders as quickly as possible. So you can iterate on this idea, you can improve it, and then ultimately use it to create a full product requirements document, build a prototype, and so on. It's important that you treat AI here as a workshop partner who will guide you through this creation process, but it ultimately stays your voice, your idea, the way you would describe this. The way this works, just going over to my GitHub repository for the AI-enabled product builder, is that you have a skill that you can use for ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, any AI tool really, to workshop with you. In this video here, we are using a existing memo that we've created in my previous video, where I showed you how to quickly capture an idea once it comes to you, and use this as an input so we can get this kind of workshop for the product one-pager started. So just to show you what this skill is doing, it's basically gathering context, all the context that is needed in order to create a good product one-pager. There are three mandatory sections in here. The why, so the opportunity or problem that you are trying to solve for. The what, a high-level description of what you're actually building, of the solution. The target user or persona that will be using this. And then, as you can see, a couple of optional sections, like the success criteria, the user value, business value. If there's an overarching product strategy, how does it align with that? What are the key metrics to measure success? And what are the risks involved in actually building this? Once it has everything, and it will ask you questions, up to 3 questions per section, it will put together the product one-pager that you can easily share. As I said, this works with Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini. For ChatGPT and Gemini, I'm providing prepared GPTs or gems, so you can easily get this into your version of ChatGPT and Gemini. In Claude, you would upload it as a skill, as you can see here. In Gemini, you would find the gem here for product one-pager, and in ChatGPT, you would find a GPT here for the product one-pager. So as I said, in my last video, we captured an idea, and it's about an app for product managers to quickly capture ideas, create product one-pagers, and a requirements document, so you can see where this is going. And I would just copy that idea. Okay, so I'm taking that idea, putting it in here as a conversation starter. And with that, it should have already quite a bit of input, so it can start workshopping with us. So it's saying, from what you've shared, I understand the what and the why already. A product management workflow app. Why? To make the journey from initial idea requirements much more efficient. Yep, that's good. And now it wants to tell me which other sections it wants in here. Okay. Let's include success criteria and user value, and also key metrics as optional sections. Make sure that you ask me for enough input to perfectly capture my ideas here. ChatGPT is sometimes a bit quick when it comes to assuming things and filling in the gaps. That's why I usually like to use Claude or even the new Gemini 3.0 for this. Um, so let's see. Since you want to perfectly capture your ideas, ask a few focus questions. Target user persona. Who is your primary target user? My primary target user are basically all product managers or people in general who are in a product management role who want to quickly structure an idea in a way that they can share it to receive feedback. So literally anyone doing product management work is my target user. It's that success criteria. What would you say? This is clearly working. Okay, let's see. As success criteria, I'm basically looking for product managers coming back again and again to use this application as their primary method to create product one-pagers. So they completely adapted their workflow to use my application. That is my main success criteria. So basically 100% of product one-pagers being created through my application. User value, what's the single most painful part of the current idea flow that you want to nail? Okay. The main user value here is gaining speed to basically go from an idea to a structured product one-pager that can be shared with stakeholders more quickly. The value in gaining speed is that you can iterate faster on an idea. You can basically cycle through the nuances of your idea and getting it right more quickly. So you shorten the time from coming up with an idea to having it aligned and properly structured for the next step, which is usually a requirements document or a prototype. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it has enough input and it's creating my one pager. So it contains why are we building this? Product managers often get stuck between messy idea nodes and a structured document they can confidently share. Okay. What are we building? We are building an AI-assisted workflow app that takes PMs from raw unstructured idea capture to a polished product one pager and then onboard to a full PID. Great. The target user persona is anyone doing product management work. That's correct. The success criteria, PMs adopt the app as their primary method. Yep. Nearly all new product one pages are initiated. Yep. Okay. And the user value is speed. Key metrics. So it assumes some key metrics here is adoption workflows there, time to structured one pager, frequency of use, perceived speed and ease. I'll probably change this. So what I would recommend you to do is basically iterate on this one pager and workshop for as long as necessary with your AI partner. So for example, I want to change the key metrics section here. For the key metrics, let's make sure that we only have one KPI for now, which is weekly active users. Actually, let's add a second KPI, which is the number of product one pages created. Okay, so now it's updating my one pager, and if everything went well, we now have weekly active users and the product one page is created. Perfect. So that's what I would do. And then in the last step, I would probably either copy this or put this into a canvas so I can easily share this with someone. So for example, that's great. Now that we finalized the product one pagers, put it into Canvas so I can easily publish it and share it with someone. Okay, so here we have our canvas and I can easily copy, edit, download it. Perfect. So what we have here is basically the foundation for receiving feedback, and you can now iterate on this idea with other people involved for as long as needed until you're happy with it. In my next video, we will take this one step further and basically use the fully aligned product one-pager to create a requirements document from this. So thank you for watching.